How can employees leverage corporate hierarchies to identify and seize opportunities?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I think it's important for a fresher to kind of understand in terms of what is the hierarchy. Like for example, they're getting into an organization, they need to first know each hierarchy. What are the jobs that the person be doing, right? And also, it's important to understand that if I'm a manager, if I'm reporting to a manager, what are the checklist which are there, and would I be able to do that kind of a job, right? Would I have an opportunity to grow and learn that particular skill set? And the other bit is what I talked about is the um, it's not about socializing or networking. It's also understanding in terms of within the organization how I can add value,
Sure.
right? Because that'll be critical to kind of move up the
Sure.
value chain as well. I think these are a few things that I would leave
Yeah,
thought.
I totally second with whatever both of you said,
Hmm.
but I still believe that it's the organization's responsibility to ensure that there are no human biases
Yeah,
and ensure everybody gets an equal shot at it.
Absolutely.
But it is also equally the responsibility of the employee
yeah,
or the candidate to ensure that he is known to people and he's at the top of their head.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Because the organizations want to remove that bias doesn't mean that he stops doing his part of letting people know. So that is something that I still feel that attention is what it is. So
yeah,
like how do I tell you? So a finance guy with a PhD may not have been invited to the prime minister's swearing in ceremony,
hmm,
but then the finance influencer in Instagram is invited to the prime minister's swearing in
Sure.
ceremony.
yeah,
So does that mean the finance PhD knows lesser than what this finance influencer does?
Yes.
More important than that, it is the marketing, and we are sitting in the country
yeah,
with the most famous celebrity of the world being Prime Minister Modi,
yeah,
Sure.
and he teaches us what is marketing.
Absolutely.
yeah,
So marketing and letting people know that you exist is very important, because how I see it is one of my friend was mentored by one of our managers, and then this the organization she works in regularly undergoes pruning or layoff,
yeah,
because they're very unstable organization. They change leadership once in every 2 years or 3 years, and then there is a complete restructuring that goes through. But then whenever that pruning goes through, because she is there before the pruning happens, the people around the leadership know it. So then there is a new initiative that happens within that organization, where she is handpicked from this current organization and put into that new research or the new developmental initiative, and she kind of gets in there. So this has been happening for the last 3 4 years, and then now suddenly, because of the kind of things that she has worked on, not necessarily that she's not working good enough or she's friends with the manager, but plus the work, plus the visibility and the relationship she has built, has propelled her career to what somebody 10 years in that organization would have gone through. She's gone there in 4 to 5 years.
yeah,
So this is possible because she had built a relationship. She had let people know that what she's working on and how hungry she is for working on newer things. So this is something that I am looking at, and I think this is something students should do. What is your thought?
yeah. That should be right. Like for example, uh, how do you network and how do you get to know in terms of LinkedIn is a good platform, right? I get to know, or even intranet within the organization. I get to know how the hierarchy is. Unlike before, it was really hidden. Now you know where this person is, where is he sitting. Even teams that you're working on, what is his designation, and it has to be genuine, right? It can't be kind of made up. It has to be genuine that I need to connect with him and maybe ping him saying that I would like to kind of have a 40 minutes conversation. More likely people would not hesitate. Like if somebody in your team would ping maybe a three level below, ping you're saying that can I have like a 30 minutes conversation because I'm interested in these, you would definitely would be happy to have those conversation,
Sure.
right? And it has to be genuine. So what you're doing here is you know showing in terms of the interest area that you want to work on.
Sure.
And from the leadership perspective, also you're getting recognized. And when the
Absolutely.
time comes in, as a leader, you will always remember this person for
Sure.
various reasons because it's been proactive
Sure.
in that. So I think these are very critical to kind of do have these engagement, and it has to be genuine. It can't be kind of made up.
Absolutely.